Hi, this is Mr. Shumway. This video clip explains how to find x and y intercepts from linear equations. So the y-intercept of the equation y equals 3x plus 5 is 5. That's where it crosses the y-axis. We should remember that just looking at that equation written like that. But what if it is written like this? And well, the y-intercept, let's add 3 to each side. So that's 0. So y equals 5x plus 3. So the y-intercept is 3. Okay, so we can rearrange the equation to get it to look like y equals mx plus b. Y equals the slope plus the intercept. But what does the y-intercept mean? What does an x-intercept mean? Let's give an example. If I'm paying back a loan of $100 at a rate of $20 per week, an equation could be written as the loan L equals 100 minus 20 W, 20 times the number of weeks. So if we were to graph that, we would plot the point 100, and then week 1 it would be down by $20, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. So week 5 shows us an x-intercept. That shows us that it takes 5 weeks to pay off. And the y-intercept shows us how much money we borrowed. And anyways, that's one application of intercepts. So let's just solve general equations. If it's written in a form that it's hard to see what the intercept is, we just manipulate it so we can see it. One thing you may notice about intercepts is that on the y-axis, x is 0. That's why we ignored this part right here, because 5 times 0 is 0. So y equals 3. So if we're looking for a y-intercept, we say x equals 0. Okay, so this one we're looking for an x-intercept. So y is equal to 0. So 3 times 0 plus 2x equals 12. Well, 3 times 0 is 0. And so 2x equals 12. Let's solve that equation. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So the x-intercept is 6. When y is 0, that's when you're right on the x-axis. Okay, so this is that same one. Let's graph it and see if we find out the x-intercept is 6. So let's solve this thing first. Let's say, and so that says 3y is equal to 12 minus 2x. Divide everything by 3. So now we have it in the form of the slope and the intercept. The y-intercept. The y-intercept is 4. And the slope is down 2 over 3. So let's go down 2 over 3. So there's one point. Let's do that again. Down 2 and over 3. So here's our line. And yeah, the y-intercept is 6. I mean the x-intercept, sorry. Because we were looking for the x-intercept on that one. The y-intercept is 4. X-intercept of 6. Well, if I were to write this point right here as a coordinate, I would say over 0 up 4. If I were to write this point as a coordinate, I would say over 6 up 0. So if we say a linear function passes through the point 0, 2 and 8, 0, enter the x-intercept. Well, the x-intercept is the one where we go up 0, so that would be 8, 0. And you could even say, well, the x-intercept, the value of the x-intercept is 8. It crosses the x-axis at 8. Another way of saying that. A linear function has the equation y minus 3 equals negative 3 halves x minus 6. Well, let's just go ahead and write that a little bit different, so it might be easier for you to see. Oops, 3 halves. Okay, so everything on the right-hand side is being multiplied by negative 3 halves. So if I multiply everything by negative 2/3, then, well, let's do it by 2 over negative 3, but it's the same. So negative 3 divided by negative 3 is 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. But whatever I do on the right-hand side, I have to do on the left-hand side also. And, oh, I need to say what we're looking for. We're looking for the x-intercept. Well, if the x-intercept for the x-intercept, y is 0, so this is 0 minus 3, which is just 3. So on the left-hand side, I had just 3, but I'm going to have to multiply that by 2 over negative 3. Sorry, that's a negative 3. 0 minus 3 is negative 3. Okay, so negative 3 divided by negative 3 is 1. So 2 equals x minus 6. So to get the x all by itself, I just add 6 to each side. X is equal to 8. So the x-intercept of that equation is 8. Crosses the x-axis at 8, or over 8 up 0. So let's look for the y-intercept on this one. Okay, so when when you're on the y-axis, x is 0, so we have 0 minus 5 in the parentheses here, which is just negative 5. So we have negative 3 over 2. So let's just go ahead and multiply that. We get negative 3 times negative 5 is 15. So y minus 8 equals 15 halves. Well, 15 halves is 7.5. So I have y minus 8 equals 7.5. So, whoops, y minus 8. So let's add 8 to each side. So y is equal to 15.5, the y-intercept.